Against the Ropes podcast.
I do have not so much a question, but a comment by our boy Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Derek Jablonski 2 on Instagram. Canelo is pound for pound #1. And you, right?
Yeah.
You said this last week.
Yeah.
And I've been saying it, I think, for about a month now. I was going back and forth between Loma and Canelo. Obviously, if you want to take into account the amateur pedigree, you know, Loma back-to-back Olympic gold medals, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that, obviously. And then you see the skill level, you see all the champions he's faced. You know, he's beat guys like Gary Russell Jr., he's beaten guys like Jonathan Walters, Rigondeaux, right, the other Olympic gold medalist. He has a tremendous resume. But he only has, 14 fights?
14 fights.
I think, it's not his fault. It's
Yeah.
not his fault, obviously. He was busy winning Olympic gold medals.
Yeah.
But when somebody has 50-plus wins with only one loss, and then all the names that Canelo has, I think it's inevitable. Obviously, ESPN is going to tell you otherwise because they kind of had to.
Yeah.
But I think it's inevitable, man. Any other boxer in the world, if you say this guy beat Erislani Lara, Austin Trout, this guy beat Golovkin, this guy beat Daniel Jacobs, this guy beat Miguel Cotto, this guy also beat Kovalev, you know, everybody would be like, wow, this guy's without a doubt #1 pound for pound, right?
Yeah.
But with all the stuff that surrounds Canelo, I think most people, I don't know if it hurts them to say he's #1 or they're like, fuck, he doesn't need that #1 spot. He has a $365 million contract. Why does he care, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's hard to argue against that.
Yeah. Mr. Derek Jablonski, you're a very observant, smart young man. I completely agree. And again, Gio knows I've been one of the that has given Canelo the hardest time, especially early in his career. I've seen him improve. I've seen him get better. When a time where I was like, he's not getting better. He's gotten better the last couple of years, and he's shown it through his competition, who he's fighting, moving up. You know, not taking, you know, I don't think he's taking very easy routes. He's taking on names, you know, going up, and he also has to do with some of the stuff the other guys haven't been doing. The only one that's close, like you said, Loma has impressive resume, his amateur pedigree, the gold medals, but lately it's been Canelo taking the bigger risk, doing more for the sport to bring the sport to the forefront. So yeah, it's very hard to argue with Canelo not being #1 at this point, in my opinion.
I think it's hard to argue that he isn't than to argue that he is, you know, because all the stuff that we said. But I mean, everybody's got an agenda.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So as for me, Canelo right now, #1 and Loma #2, just based on what they've done lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You agreed? 1 and 2.
Of course, 1 and 2.
Damn.
You know, my pound for pound has changed a little bit. I've been thinking about this the last few days. I'm not really gonna, go into detail with that. However, now I know it.
Yeah.
You know, who's gonna be fighting tonight or tomorrow morning or some weird Japanese.
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Giostotle. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.